I'm at the north entrance of the Blue Ridge Parkway. From what I understand, it's about 400 and something miles. It is raining, it's 41 degrees, and it is extremely foggy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see how long it takes to ride the entire Blue Ridge Parkway. I'll keep you posted along the way, and we'll see what happens. I'm 48 miles into the trip. So far, it's taken me about an hour and 20 minutes. It's been extremely foggy. This is a one little break that I got as far as fog, and my speeds have been anywhere from 15 to no more than 40 miles an hour. Visibility has, like right now, you could see it, that I could see a good distance, but it's gotten down to maybe being able to see only 3 meters in front of me. So far, the temperature has dropped to about 35 degrees, so I'm gonna layer up right now, and so far, so good. It feels a little creepy because I haven't seen any cars, but I guess at some point maybe I'll see something, or maybe I'll just own the whole Blue Ridge for today. We'll find out. I'm 3 hours into the trip and I've traveled 100 miles. I have only passed one car. As you can see behind me, visibility is 0. I have the cruise control set at 20, and it's not raining, but the fog is so thick that it feels like it's raining, and I have to wipe my glasses every 15 seconds just so I can see. It's starting to get a little windy right now, and the temperature feels like it's definitely dropping. I'm getting a little cold, but we're doing all right. So shortly after my last stop, the road was closed, and there was actually a detour in Roanoke, Virginia. So then I followed the detour and then took the opportunity to stop at a gas station and gas up and take about a 15-20 minute break. And then from there, what I did was I continued following around. It brought me back onto the Blue Ridge, and then the trip changed significantly. I had a little bit of fog, and then it just kind of dissipated after about a total of 5 hours into the trip. And I'm 6 hours in now with 182 miles, I believe. And I am at Round Meadow Overlook. It's 2,200 feet elevation over here. And basically from where the detour led me on back onto the Blue Ridge, the road significantly changed. I wasn't going through the windy mountains as I was previous to that. The roads kind of opened up a little bit, and I'm actually back in civilization. You end up going through some houses and a couple little towns. So the ride is definitely increased in speed a little bit. So I'm definitely digging this, and the sun is out a little bit. I'm 7 hours into the trip, 220 miles, and I just reached North Carolina. The sun is out, I'm about 55 degrees, and everything is good. While traveling the Blue Ridge, I was at about 390 something miles heading towards Asheville. The Blue Ridge was closed. No reason why, and there was no indication ahead of time. So I had to turn around. That was an 11 miles. I had to go back, and it sent me down North Carolina 80 through, I believe, Marionville. On purpose, don't ever travel that particular road. It is the worst road. It had potholes. It had hairpin turns. It was very unsafe, and it was getting ready close to being sunset. So because of the dark, I ended up stopping for the night in Nashville. And what I did to find myself another spot where the Blue Ridge was open, I just Googled one of the welcome centers. And the welcome center brought me to where I am right now. The road is open, and I'm just going to keep going. Just kind of keep in mind, if you're traveling, this is March. When I'm traveling through here, one of the locals said that it's either hit or miss with these roads being closed due to weather conditions or foul conditions based on a lot of trees that could fall into the roadway, and they just don't have the time to clean it up. So I'm going to continue from here. I stopped the clock at 11 hours when I hit the road close, and we'll continue from there and see how it goes. I'm at the Cradle of Forestry Overlook. The elevation here is 4,710. As you can see behind me, the fog is back. It is, again, not raining, but the fog is so thick that you have to wipe your face shield constantly. So today, I'm prepared. I got my detailing cloth, and what I'm able to do is I set my cruise at 30 miles an hour, and I hold on with my right, and I wipe with my left. Just like that. And actually, I'm able to maintain speed. It's definitely a little safer today. Yesterday, I was wiping it with my glove, and all I did was pull the water and just make it very difficult to see. So my speeds were definitely slower. So I'm going to continue going, and so far so good. The temperature right now is 41 degrees. So I'm an hour and 15 minutes from where I started today, and the total miles is 458. Right now I'm at the elevation of 4492, very foggy still, and the rag is working out very well. 30 miles an hour is very safe. The speed limit's actually 35, so I'm able to maintain speed. I keep both hands on the handlebars, and when I need to wipe, I just lift my hand and I wipe with my detailing rag, and it's all good so far. So the temperature did drop. Right now it's 36 degrees. I'm very comfortable because I'm dry and I'm layered. So as long as you layer, you can ride in this type of weather without it affecting your riding. Back on the mountaintop, and I can tell you that I'm all alone. So I don't recommend traveling by yourself. It's just something that I do, and I keep track and I keep tabs of where I am at all times, just in case there's an emergency. So one great thing about this route is that there's actually mile markers, and the mile markers will tell you where you are. So in the event of an emergency and you have to call 911, you can tell them the last mile marker I saw was, and then you're going to be within a proximity of wherever you happen to be. So just kind of keep that in mind, the mile markers, and I'm going to show you what the mile marker looks like. You kind of pay attention to where you're at all times. So again, in the event of an emergency, because I haven't seen a car in a very long time. So that way you can be safe in the event of an emergency. I'm standing at the southern entrance to the Blue Ridge Parkway in Cherokee, North Carolina, and I can say that I have slayed the Blue Ridge Parkway 511 miles for me, and it took 14 hours. This is something for my long distance riders that you could definitely do in a day. If I could do anything different, the only thing I would do is make sure that it was not raining on the day that I took off. That caused a little bit of cold conditions, but again, it's all good. I recommend doing this in March only because when I hit the top of the mountain and I started to head down, I had 0 cars in front of me, and I was able to practice my curves all the way down. And I can tell you, for those that know me, Captain Insano came out, and I had a lot of fun. I wish I had a sports bike because it would have probably been a little bit better, but my Harley Davidson Limited 2019 did very well. So make sure to like and follow me and subscribe. Share this with all of your friends if you want to see more. And if you want to do this type of a ride, reach out. Fonz Motorcycle Academy can definitely give you the training that you need. Don't try this without any training, but I'm going to tell you, it all starts with the basic, and you can always get to this point here. Till the next one.